What's up everyone, welcome to another video. In this video, I have a sealed bottle of Coca-Cola that I've owned for 20 years. There have definitely been some interesting changes to the liquid over the last 20 years. I will compare it to a brand new bottle that I just purchased to show how it's changed. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe for more how-to and review videos. Now, let's get started. So, here is the 20-year-old bottle of Coke. You may notice that it has some Arabic text on one side. I actually got this while visiting the Middle East in 2002 and kept it as a souvenir, which is why I've had it for 20 years. Here is the date stamped on the cap. This was produced on August 21st, 2002 and expired on August 21st, 2003, so it was good for 1 year. And today is August 27th, 2022, so this bottle is 20 years and 6 days old. Now, let's bring in a new bottle for comparison. I did have trouble finding a glass bottle the same size. Everything was in plastic bottles. I eventually found a glass bottle, but it was very tall. I suppose it was good enough, but I couldn't help myself. I continued the search. I searched and searched, and found some small bottles, but it was a 6-pack, and I only wanted one bottle. I checked, and the single bottle was not for sale. So here we are with 6 new bottles of the smaller size. But it was worth it. I feel a lot better comparing bottles of similar size. First, the new bottle says April 5th, 2023. I assume this is also good for 1 year, and it was manufactured April 5th, 2022, which was about 4.5 months ago, but I just bought it. Side by side, the bottles are very similar in size, but not exactly the same. The old bottle is a little larger in diameter, and a little taller. The old bottle is advertised as 250 milliliters, and the new bottle is advertised as 237 milliliters, so the old bottle has 13 more milliliters than the new bottle. Spinning them around, the labels are different, and the old bottle doesn't have any nutrition facts. Now let's quickly compare the weights to be thorough, then get to the fun part. The liquid. The old bottle weighs in at 434 grams. And the new bottle weighs in at 400 grams. So the old bottle is 34 grams heavier than the new bottle. So we've determined that the old bottle is a little bit bigger, has a little bit more fluid, and weighs a little bit more. Now let's stop joking around with this boring stuff and check out the fluid. One of the first things that jumps out is the fluid level. In the old bottle, it's significantly lower than the fluid in the new bottle. The next thing that stands out is the color of the fluid. The 20-year-old Coke is a lot lighter in color. I don't know if it's lighter from the factory or if the color changed over the years. Now, let's check out the fluid in detail. The new bottle has dark brown liquid. It is uniform in color throughout the bottle. There is nothing else to report. And now it's time for the main event. Let's see what's going on inside of this 20-year-old Coca-Cola. First up, we have a white chunk floating around on top in the center. Very nice. And on the side, we have a second white chunk floating on top. Very nice. These are very impressive white chunks. But the white chunks are nothing compared to this. Let me introduce you to the cloud. I will put a flashlight on it so you can get a really good look. In past years, I have seen it floating in the center of the bottle, but it looks like it's just laying on the bottom these days. I personally call it the mold cloud, but I have no idea if it's made of mold. It might be sugar or some other ingredient in the bottle. Either way, it's been interesting and entertaining. I will move it around and let you enjoy the floating cloud for a few seconds. Enjoy! Now let's switch it around and get a view from the bottom. It's also a pretty interesting view. And there's no flashlight being used here. This is just what it looks like. So that's what we have after 20 years. The cloud. It's lighter in color. I don't know if that's from the factory or if it lightened over the years. And the 2 white chunks floating on top. Yum, yum. And that wraps up the 20-year-old Coca-Cola. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you found it entertaining. Subscribe for more how-to and review videos. Drop any comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.